Hello, you lovely lot. Only me, LPD, back on Instagram TV. I do love a rhyme. Today, I'm going to talk to you about skincare. Right, I must get 20 to 30 messages a day from you guys asking me my full skincare routine. And I change my skincare routine so much. But if you remember a few weeks ago, my 5 faves, I mentioned a product that I've been using now for about 3 to 4 months. And I was like, this is my secret weapon. I love it. And it is the Super Hydrator by Hada Labo. So lots of you guys went and bought it. Thank you for trusting me. And the response that I've had from you lot has been amazing. So many messages being like, oh my God, I love this. Oh my God, I've seen the difference. And that really is important to me when you are buying things that I recommend. So I contacted Hada Labo and was like, right guys, please can you send me the rest of the stuff so that I can test it to tell you a lot about it. And there's a few reasons that I did that. Number one, these guys have the #1 skincare line in Japan. That in itself says a lot. They've been going since 2004 and all of their products are made by real life scientists, like actual people that know about what to put into skincare to make a difference. Secondly, the Japanese have beautiful skin and they are so knowledgeable about the science of products. So when something's #1 in Japan, automatically my ears prick up and I'm like, oh my God, I need to try this stuff. Thirdly, the price point. This is not ridiculously expensive. You're not looking at hundreds of pounds for a product. You know, it's ranged between, I think it's like between 15 and 30 quid for stuff. With this, the one I spoke to you guys about being £15 for 150 ml of hyaluronic acid, which is just crazy. So what I've done is I've basically got their whole range, but I've divided it into the top 4 products, in my opinion, from their standard range, which is more for people that are teenagers up until about 25, when you start to see those changes in your skin happening. And obviously the age range can differ depending on your skin type. And then the line that I use, which is the anti-aging line. Yes, anti-aging. The red line, which is for more if you have those, any skin issues, if you're starting to see any aging on your face. So I've divided it into the 4 best and I want to talk you through them. What you'll see consistently through the range is I talk about hyaluronic acid. And maybe like 5 years ago, unless you're a real skincare buff, you may not have even heard of hyaluronic acid. So I'm going to tell you a bit about that first, because I think it's important to know that it's actually something that's naturally in our body. It goes on our skin, it goes through our skin, it goes through our joints. It basically helps to keep the skin smooth and plump. But over time, we lose that. We tend to lose the hyaluronic acid, and that is why we see a change in our skin and actually in our joints as well. It's basically, and I'm going to get very scientific here, but it is a moisture binding molecule. So that is what keeps the moisture in your skin. But we need to be adding it because, like I say, as you get older, your skin loses it. So this is where hyaluronic acid in skincare products is very, very important. And to make things more complicated, there are lots of different types of hyaluronic acid, but I'm just going to talk to you from like my point of view, like how, like in a more basic way. Because, you know, we're not all scientists. We'd like to think so. I'm definitely not. Actually, I did so bad in science. My teacher, Mr. Mackey, I used to get told off all the time, but his daughter Carla was one of my best friends, so I was just like, yay. And I was only kind of interested when they got the Bunsen burner out and stuff like that. Honestly, I was a nightmare. So yeah, basic is better, I think. Right, let's start with the standard range, and we'll start with, you know, the product that I spoke about on my 5 faves, which is the Super Hydrator. So firstly, I want you guys to all know that this is a clear liquid, because I had so many messages being like, hey Lise, is it supposed to be a cream or is it supposed to be clear? So it is a clear liquid, just like this. Okay, so when you put it on, you can't see it, but it's working wonders. This one has in it the standard hyaluronic acid. That basically retains the moisture in the top layer of the skin and holds 1,000 times its weight in water. You are strong, is what I'm saying. Then you've got the super hyaluronic acid, which basically retains twice the amount of the standard. So you're getting even more hydration. And then you've got the nano hyaluronic, which basically goes deeper than the others. So you're plumping your skin from within. So this would sit into your skincare routine after you cleanse, before you moisturize. So that's the first one. Talking about cleansing, this is a super hydration cleanser. Now you need the smallest amount of this. You would add water and it foams so much. Hold on, I've got some water in my water bottle. I actually just bought this in to drink, but you know, I might as well do a little demo whilst I'm here. I feel like I'm going to make a mess. So you just need the smallest amount, and look how much that foams up. I feel like I could clean my whole body with that. The great thing about this as well though, it's got hyaluronic acid in this too, so that's going to actually start to add that hydration to your skin straight away. It's also really good for sensitive skin, and it just gets rid of everything off your face, even waterproof mascara. Then we have the Skin Plumping Gel, which is basically a moisturiser. The reason I actually really love this is look how lightweight it is, okay? So you put a bit on to your skin and blend it in, and it vanishes. That is one of the things that I love about these products actually. There's no heavy weight left, no residue left, which means that when you put your makeup on, it sits so beautifully on the skin, which is really, really important, not just for me as a makeup artist, but for everyone, because prepping your skin before you put your makeup on is key. It also does not leave your skin greasy, which is really important if you've got an oily complexion as well, although anyone can use this. But if you've, particularly now it's getting hotter, finally, fingers crossed, because you don't want to have throughout the day your skin becoming oily and oilier because of your moisturiser. And it just leaves your skin glowing. So it's a really hard working moisturiser. And then we have the Smoothing Anti-Fatigue Eye Cream. This is basically like a cup of coffee for underneath your eyes. It has got caffeine in it. It's got silk tree in it, which, you know, is supposed to be really, really hydrating and great for anti-fatigue around the eyes. It's got the hyaluronic acid in it as well. So a lot of people say to me, what age should I start using eye cream? Again, it really depends on your skin and your eyes. I personally started using eye cream at about the age of 23. So this is a day and night version. So I just pat it. We're using my ring finger because then you get the softest touch all the way around the orbital bone, and just blend it upwards just slightly, and that is going to give you a real hydrated eye area. And because of the ingredients too, if you've got dark circles, you should definitely give this a go, because I know that's a massive dilemma out there. So that is the 4 products from the standard range that I just think they're great because that's an everyday skincare routine. So just to reiterate, you would firstly use the cleanser. Remember, you only need a small amount of that. Then you would use the super hydrator there to add that extra hydration. That for me is like the hero product. Then you would moisturize, and then you would use the, where I put it, there it is, the day and night eye cream. So that would be your 4 products ready to go. Okay, so now on to the red line, the one that I've been using. This is the anti-aging line. So we'll start with a super hydrator again, because this is the one that you guys know I've been using and absolutely love. So it's similar to the other one, apart from this has got an extra hyaluronic acid in it, which just means that it works even harder. The extra one is a large hyaluronic acid, and what that does is it sticks to the surface, so it keeps that hydration going all day long. And then of course it has a standard in it which retains 1,000 times its weight in water, don't forget. The small hyaluronic, which holds twice its weight as the standard. I can't get my mind around that, you know, like, where is all this water? I can't believe this is doing this job. It's amazing. And then the nano, which is the one that plumps from within, which I think is the one that I'm most interested in, because I want things to be working as low into the skin surface as possible so that it plumps outwards and just gives me that glow, which I think it's doing. Do you know what I mean? Like my skin, this is the thing for me, is since I've been using this, my skin has never been more glowy. I have got no highlighter on whatsoever. I've got a little bit of tinted moisturiser on, I've got a tiny bit of concealer, a little bit of cream bronzer and a touch of blusher. No highlighter on, and I just think, I'm just moving my face around, but I do think my skin is more glowing than it's ever been. So again, this is what you would do after your cleanser, and you can just go and use the cleanser that I showed you earlier as well if you want to, and you'd put this on afterwards. But the products I wanted to show you from this is a day and a night cream, because I also think that as we get older, we want to be using something at the night that's a little bit richer than what we use in the day, because at night our skin works harder to kind of regenerate itself and make us look gorgeous. That's why we call it beauty sleep, isn't it? So that's why I want to show you these 2. So this is the anti-aging day cream, and this has the 4 hyaluronic acids in it that I spoke to you about that are in the super hydrator. But look at this formula. Honestly, again, I'm saying it again because the great thing about this range for me is that it does just sink into the skin automatically. Do you know as well, I don't know if it's actually fragrance free, but it doesn't smell like it has any fragrance in, and I do not like putting moisturiser on that's overly fragranced. I don't know, I just don't. But this just, straight away, your skin feels incredible, but most importantly, you know it's working its magic because of those hyaluronic acids that are inside it. And again, it's good for sensitive skin because that is also a problem too. A lot of the times when you've got certain moisturisers, particularly if they're heavily fragranced, they are not good for sensitive skin, where these ones are tested for sensitive skin, which is very, very important. Next up, it's the night cream. It's actually called the Repair Night Cream. I actually love as well that they're in different colours so that you don't get mixed up. This has something in it. Actually, I'd never heard of it before, but it's called Tetrapeptide 5. And it also has collagen in it. Now, we all know about collagen, and what those two products do together is they help the elasticity of the skin, which is very, very important, and really great that it does that at night time, because that's working. Like I say, it's letting the skin work its magic, and this is helping it work harder. It's also got 24 ingredients in it. 24 plus the 4 hyaluronic acids as well. So it's just got all this goodness in it. So that's why it does what it says. It adds that hydration, and that's why when you wake up in the morning, your skin just looks more glowing. It's just better. And then this beauty. I always, and have done for years, I've put my eye cream around my lips as well, because I always feel that the lines are kind of similar depth, but this is actually a deep wrinkle corrector, and it's for the eye and the mouth area. So finally, I'm actually going to do what I'm supposed to do with a product. So this is really, really great because you can put it all around the eye, and you can, you know, like these lines here, these lines here, you can get them all around there. Not good, not good. We want to get rid of them. And this is specifically for those deep lines. It's got the super hyaluronic acids in it. It's got collagen in it, and it's got retinol in it. Those powerful, powerful ingredients are what's going to actually help to reduce the look of the lines. Like, honestly, right? I have been using it all around here, and I'm not going to lie, this is my fake smile so that you can see my lines. It has honestly faded, but for me, it was this line here. This one right there was much deeper than it is now. But since I've been using this one, and this one actually I've been using for longer than a few weeks. I have been using this for about over a month. This, look, it's just much better. And I think it does that. I just wish it came in a bigger bottle so that I could like everywhere. But you do only need a small amount. So, So that is my insight into the Hada Labo range. Listen, I'm never going to tell you about stuff that I don't like. I am never, ever going to say to you, oh, I really love this product, when I don't. I'm just not that girl. So you know that I'm telling you that these products are good. Obviously, you have to test them, you have to try them, but I'm telling you now from the response I've had from that Super Hydrator, so many of you have loved it. And my Auntie Deb, hey Auntie Deb, who is very picky about her skincare. I've given her some of this stuff and she's absolutely loving it. She's coming on Sunday and she's like, hey Lise, do you have any more of that stuff to get rid of my wrinkles, because it's working? So, if my Auntie Deb's saying it's good, then basically it is. But yeah, that is everything. What I'll do as well, if you want to know more information, if you want to know like the prices and stuff like that, then just go on to the Hada Labo UK Instagram page and you can click on the link in their bio and everything's on their website and all of that. Let me know what you think. But thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.